and welcome to the Windsor Central High School Class of 2020's graduation. First and foremost, I would like to extend a thank you to everybody involved in making this unprecedented finale to our high school careers a little more bearable. This doesn't just include administration and faculty, but school employees, parents, and community members that have gone above and beyond in keeping our class as connected as possible during this strange and unpredictable time. So thank you. Now, I understand that Corona or COVID are the last words that anyone wants to hear right now, but looking over my high school years, along with the useful lessons like how to construct equilateral triangles with a compass that doesn't stay put, or how to cite MLA format by hand even though there's a button that does it for you, we were taught how to make lemonade. Let me explain. I was asked to write a speech about the importance of being a part of the Windsor community and what it means to be a part of Windsor High School. When Senior Advisor Ms. Christine Kiesler assigned me with this task, I immediately contacted a very close friend of mine to get her opinion on how to incorporate the pandemic into my speech. In the brilliant words of Kristen Launt, "That's one fat lemon." I couldn't have said it better myself. We have been taught since we were old enough to walk that when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. That's exactly what the town of Windsor has done for our graduating class, and a perfect example of what it means to be a part of this amazing community. After Kristen shared her inspiring words with me, I asked her, along with several other classmates, to answer me one simple question. If you could describe your time at Windsor with one word, what would it be? The following are just a few of the answers I got. Fantastic, unforgettable, wasted, I won't tell you who said that, inspiring, memorable, momentous, blessed, and many others along the same lines. But I would add one more to that list. Grateful. Those inducted into the National Honor Society around this time last year were given a bell with the word grateful on it. This bell sits on my desk as a constant reminder from Dr. Andrews that we have so much to be grateful for. Even after we lost, arguably, the most fun 3 months of high school, these are still the responses given. The hardships that have been endured during the past several weeks are nothing compared to the life lessons and accomplishments that we have learned and received. That's the importance of being a part of this school. Being a Black Knight is and will always be an honor. The memories, life lessons, and friendships that have developed as a result of my time in the Windsor School District will stay with me forever. Windsor schools are able to present a type of community within the classroom that I fully believe is unattainable at other institutions. To me, being a Black Knight can be described using one phrase: do what's right, even when no one's looking. This has been instilled in the minds of students since their first day of grade school. In attending A.F. Palmer Elementary, we heard this said on the announcements every single morning. That being said, it didn't just apply to the students. Teachers at Windsor have always shown an interest in the lives of their students, and this has been the case in all 13 of my years here. We are absolutely blessed to have been able to attend a school that pushes its standard of education year after year, and I hope my peers and I are able to continue this momentum into college, the workforce, serving our country, or whatever future endeavors we plan to embark upon. Looking back over our years of high school, I encourage you to focus on the positives, not the quizzes, pacer tests, or pandemics, but the pep rallies, sports games, concerts, musicals, or whatever activities got you excited. Life will throw lemons at you until the end of time. It's inevitable. But don't fret. They don't hurt as much as Mr. Nolan and Mr. Bennett throwing dodgeballs at you. Windsor has equipped us with the knowledge and lessons to handle ourselves on our own. So go out, learn something new, protect our country, master a skill, and make lemonade. Thank you.
So I want to begin my speech with a recent story of my own. It was a random day. Well, not really random, but it was when I was walking back from the laundromat, and I was not far down the street. There were two children playing with their dog. Like, sounds normal, right? But not so normal for me, because I was terrified of dogs. So, fortunately, I can turn into the driveway before I approach them, so I don't need to get close to them. And as I turned into the driveway, I thought I heard this sound of chains rattling on the grass. The sound of the chains on the dog. So I tried to convince myself, saying that the dog has no reason to come after me. But I told myself to walk faster and not to look back. And it was about 5 feet away from the front door when I heard the voice of this little boy behind me, calling out something like, "Ralph." And when I turned around, the dog is coming at me. But since I was 5 feet away from the door, I knew I can grab the doorknob before the dog can reach me. So I walked toward the door, turned the knob, and it was locked. Just as I know that at that time I don't have time to pull the key out of my pocket and open the front door. So I stood there and turned around and looked at the dog, waiting for whatever waits in front of me. Fortunately, the boy stepped on the chain and stopped the dog in time and dragged it back. Some people say that life is a bunch of crossroads where we make decisions at every intersection, but I would like to call it a labyrinth because we are constantly making decisions, a bunch of little decisions, and we never know what will be awaiting in front of us. We are merely wanderers within this maze. And some of us have maps, and some of us don't. Some of us know where we are going, and some of us do not. But as we ultimately all head down our own paths, there will be times maybe we'll feel tired or disinterested. And at that time, I hope that you can ask yourself to stop to think, why am I doing this? Why have I chosen to take down this path? And what will it be like at the destination? And I hope that the answers will provide some form of motivation. But don't stop. Do not stall, because to stop is to let others decide your fate. In the story, I stopped. I stood there, just standing there, waiting for the dog to come at me. But I got lucky. Someone stopped the dog. But I might not be next time. So, don't let others decide. Let yourself decide. After all, we're all graduating today. We're going down our own paths. We might see each other again, and we might not. But after all, I would like to say that I really enjoyed the times we spent together and here in Windsor. So just as a final word, thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Angelo Sacco, and I am the senior class president. George Santayana was a profound novelist from the 20th century and is credited with saying that those who do not learn history are condemned to repeat it. Progress may always be had, given a singular circumstance, that you are able to look into your past, assess your mistakes, and make adjustments accordingly for the future. Without the ability to evaluate our past mistakes, where would we be? We would be back to the first day of high school. Nervous, scared, and uneasy, I remember the feeling all too well. It is only through the failures that we have experienced in our time at Windsor that we have been able to grow into the people we are today. Should there be no late bells, we would never be on time. Should there be no tests to fail, we would not know if we truly understood the material. Should there be no strict deadlines, we would have no work ethic. To fail is to grow. Experience is the best teacher, and we are all blessed to have been educated in an environment where such a thing is priority. We have all failed in one way or another, but despite this, the teachers and administrators here will always support and encourage us to keep moving forward. Looking back on the first 6 months of 2020, this year seems to have been nothing more than mishap after mishap, tragedy after tragedy. Many don't understand that the suffering we have been through is nothing short of necessary. These are the moments that define us. These moments are not when we feel as if we are on top of the world or when things are going smoothly and according to plan. Instead, these moments are when you are tired from the ongoing battle, yet you choose to persist. We have been stripped of our final moments together due to things far beyond our control. To sit about and whine about circumstance is irresponsible. Instead, we must find the strength to pick ourselves back up and carry onward. I would love nothing more than to annoy Miss Wardell for just one more mod whilst I worked at cafe, or to tell Mr. Nolan just how much Chelsea FC sucks. It leaves a sour taste in my mouth, not having fully experienced senior year, yet I will be forever grateful for the memories I have made in this building. We all share a special, unspoken bond here at Windsor. To others, we are looked at and even teased as farmers and rednecks. The list goes on. However, to me, we are a family. Always remember that failure is necessary, and in the words of Nietzsche, that which does not kill you makes you stronger. Thank you all.
Good afternoon or good evening. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate the class of 2020 and say how proud we are for all that they've accomplished and become. I'm going to keep this simple and to the point. I've titled this address Changes. but maybe a more appropriate title is Changes, Choices, and Opportunity. This year will go down in history as one of the most memorable, and you have been and will continue to be an integral part of this historic time. We at Windsor Central High School, as I said before, are immensely proud of you because you have set the standard for others to follow. You have proven what can be done and that we can change when unforeseen obstacles present themselves. At freshman orientation, I said this school will be different when you graduate. How true. Who we are as a school is a direct reflection on you. This ceremony marks a launching point for you to again influence others. Go beyond the walls of Windsor High School. Go into the community and our greater society and positively affect change. Changes, choices, and opportunity. Change is constant. The world around you is constantly changing. Your response to change is a choice, and these choices create opportunity. Question: can you be an instrument of change? I believe so. I believe that your family, your teachers, and this community have given you a foundation to move forward and be that instrument of change. So now what? Let's think about when facing change and challenge. How do you see the glass? Is it half full or is it half empty? Our world continues to change and challenge the status quo. How you respond to change and challenge from the choices that you make are opportunities to find resolution and shift perspective. The contemporary satirist G.D.P. Carlin observed that maybe one shouldn't wrestle and debate, is the glass half full or half empty? Instead, shift perspective and get a different sized glass. Class of 2020, make good choices, shift perspective, and be the change that you want in the world. Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome to our beautiful campus and to Windsor High School's 136th graduation ceremony. We are here to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2020. I would like to begin by thanking members of the Windsor Central School Board of Education, Mrs. Rhea Dale, Mr. Alan Pelosi, Mrs. Corinne Schaefer, Mrs. Kathy Sweezy, Mr. Kevin Truman, Vice President, Mrs. Margot Kibler, and Board of Education President, Mr. Peter Nowacki. I would also like to welcome Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jason Andrews, the class of 2020, parents, family, and friends to the 136th graduation ceremony for Windsor High School. Let us begin with a round of applause for these graduates. Will you please stand or remain standing for our national anthem? Earlier today, we were able to have the entire class together on this field to share one more moment as a class. We acknowledge that these unique times have altered our traditions, but we are still blessed to be able to have time together in order to celebrate these graduates. Our valedictorian, Eric Lynn, our salutatorian, Samantha Soba, and the class president, Angelo Sacco, have all pre-recorded their speeches, and these will be compiled along with this and the other 4 mini ceremonies into a comprehensive video. Before I certify these graduates, I would like to take a moment of silence as we remember our departed classmate, Avery Getchell. Thank you. Superintendent Andrews and Board of Education President Mr. Nowacki, at this time, I would like to certify that the students before you have satisfied all the graduation requirements of New York State and the Windsor Board of Education. These students before you now deserve to receive their high school diplomas. Dr. Andrews, Mr. Nowacki, Mr. Klump, I would ask that you would please come forward for the presentation of diplomas. Camden Martin Adams. After graduation, Camden will be joining the workforce in the trades. He is receiving a Regents diploma. Jacob Austin Anderson. After graduation, Jacob will be attending Paul Smith College, majoring in wildlife and fisheries management. He'll be receiving an advanced Regents diploma. Kavan Burnell Atkinson. After graduation, Kavan will be attending SUNY Broome. He'll be majoring in sports science. He is receiving a Regents diploma. Mara Logan Baldwin.
Yeah, Mara.
After graduation, Mara will be attending SUNY Broome, where she will major in environmental science. She'll be receiving an advanced Regents diploma, and she graduates with the following honors and awards: Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, and an FBLA scholarship.
Yeah, Mara.
Skylar Thomas Baranek. After graduating, Skylar will be joining the U.S. Army. He is receiving his Regents diploma. Alexia Rose Barnes. After graduation, Lex will be attending SUNY Morrisville, where she will major in nursing. She is receiving a Regents diploma and graduates with the BOCES School to Careers and Partnership Youth Apprentice Award. Jack Matthias Beatty. After graduating, Jack will be attending SUNY Broome, where he'll major in health studies. He is receiving an advanced Regents diploma and graduates with the following honors and awards: Gold Honor Cord, a Greg Hastings Memorial Scholarship, and an FBLA scholarship. Jared Craig Beckley. After graduating, Jared will be attending Cayuga College, where he will major in finance and management. He is receiving an advanced Regents diploma with honors. He graduates with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, the Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, the John W. Benson Memorial Scholarship, and the James Akulis Memorial Award. Devin Michael Belnum. After graduating, Devin will be attending SUNY Broome, where he'll major in web design. He is receiving an advanced Regents diploma. William Cole Burkheiser. After graduating, William will jumping into the workforce. He'll be receiving an advanced Regents diploma with honors and a mastery in science. He graduates with the following honors and awards: the Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, and the FBLA scholarship. Miranda Hope Bickham. After graduating, Miranda will be attending SUNY Broome, where she will major in education. She is receiving an advanced Regents diploma and graduates with the following honors and awards: Magna Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, Beth Winchell Scholarship, Sally Adams Jeffers Award, the Mellow Deers Scholarship, the Donald J. Brunswick Black Knight Scholarship, and the New York State Elks Association Scholarship. Colin David Bidwell. After graduating, Colin will be attending SUNY Oswego, where he'll major in psychology. He is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduates with the following honors and awards. Gold Honor Corps, the Bowman Memorial Wrestling Award, the Joseph A. Griffin Memorial Award, FBLA Scholarship. Adriana Joyce Biengardo. After graduating, she'll be attending SUNY Broome, where she'll major in liberal arts. Adriana is graduating with an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduates with the Gold Honor Cord. Riley Jaden Blanchard. After graduating, Riley will be attending SUNY Broome, where he'll major in liberal arts. He is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with Mastery in Science. Robert Vittorio Bove. After graduating, Robert will be attending SUNY Broome, where he'll major in computer sciences. He is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduates with the following honors and awards. Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, and the Jonathan Slotke Memorial Tennis Award. Madison Lynn Boyd.
Yeah, Maddie!
After graduating, Maddie will be attending Ithaca College, where she'll be majoring in pre-professional health sciences. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and will graduate with the following honors and awards. The Cum Laude Medal, the Black Knight Watch, and the Gold Honor Cord. Courtney Rose Briggs. After graduating, Courtney will be attending SUNY Broome, where she will major in criminal justice. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduates with an FBLA scholarship. Morgan Lynn Bryant. After graduating, Morgan will be attending Des Moines College, where she'll be studying to be a physician's assistant. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with honors. She also graduates with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, the Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, the Black Knight Scholarship, FBLA Scholarship, and Student Council Scholarship. Brandon Arthur Butler. After graduating, Brandon will be attending Elmira College, where he will major in business administration. He is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduates with the Bush Memorial Award. Andrew Mackenzie Campbell. After graduating, Andrew will be attending St. Bonaventure College, where he'll major in integrated neuroscience. He'll be receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with honors and mastery in science. He graduates with the following honors and award: Summa Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, the New York State 2020 Series Scholarship for Academic Excellence, the Stilson Memorial Award, the Sacco Award, and Student Council Scholarship.
Alexis Taylor Carson. After graduating, Alexis will be joining the workforce at Rob's Market. She'll be receiving a Regents Diploma and a Career Development and Occupational Studies Commencement Credential. She graduates with the BOCES President's Award for Educational Excellence. Lucas Michael Casey. After graduating, Lucas will be attending SUNY Broome, where he will major in sports management. Lucas will be receiving an advanced Regents Diploma. Alexander James Conrad. After graduation, Alex will be attending SUNY Broome, where he will major in education. He is receiving an advanced Regents Diploma from his grandmother, Lori Conrad. He also graduates with the FBLA scholarship. At this time, I would ask the students to rise once more. I would ask you to move your tassel to the right side of your mortarboard, symbolizing that you are official graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you members of the class of 2020. As the graduates collect their hats, I'm asked that the graduates remain standing for the singing of the Windsor Alma Mater.
When our course on earth is done, when we're through with work and fun, that our memories will stray to where we are today. Windsor, may thy glory be bright through all eternity, and while the stars still shine, all praise be thine. Many friends to us are dear, just one school we will revere. Alma Mater, here's to you, we will e'er be true. Windsor, may thy glory be bright through all eternity, and while the stars still shine, all praise be thine.
Welcome to our beautiful campus for Windsor High School's 136th graduation ceremony. We are here to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2020, but we'd also like to begin our ceremony by thanking our Windsor Central School Board of Education members. Mrs. Ria Deo, Mr. Alan Colosi, Mrs. Corinne Schaefer, Mrs. Kathy Sweezy, Mr. Kevin Truman, Vice President Mrs. Margot Kibler, and Board of Education President Mr. Peter Nowacki. I would also like to welcome Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jason Andrews, members of the class of 2020, parents, family, and friends to this 136th graduation ceremony of Windsor High School. Let us begin our ceremony with a round of applause for our graduates. Will you please remain standing or stand for our national anthem? Thank you. Please be seated. Earlier today, we were able to have the entire class come together on this field and share one more moment as the class of 2020. We acknowledge that these unique times have altered our traditions, but we are still blessed to be able to have this time together in order to celebrate our graduates. Our valedictorian, Eric Lynn, our salutatorian, Samantha Silva, and the class president, Angelo Sacco, have all pre-recorded their speeches, and these will be compiled along with this and the other 4 mini ceremonies into a comprehensive video. Before I certify these graduates, I would like to take a moment of silence as we remember our departed classmate, Avery Getchell. Thank you. Superintendent Andrews, and Board of Education President, Mr. Nowacki, at this time, I would like to certify that the students before you have satisfied all the graduation requirements of New York State and the Windsor Board of Education. These students before you now serve to receive their high school diplomas. Dr. Andrews, Mr. Nowacki, and High School Associate Principal Mr. Klump, please come forward and begin to present the diplomas. Excuse me. Taylor Samantha Conroe. After graduation, Taylor will be attending SUNY Broome, where she will major in biology. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and will graduate with the FBLA Scholarship. Michelle Elizabeth Cooper. After graduating, Michelle will be attending Marywood University, where she will major in accounting. She'll be receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduate with the following honors and awards: Magna Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, the Carissa Acquisto Ray Memorial Award, FBLA Scholarship, and the Crusader Scholarship. Jace Alan Albert Cox. After graduation, Jace will be attending SUNY Broome, where he major in science, technology, and math studies. Jace will be receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with Mastery in Science. Griffin Pierce Dillenbeck. After graduating, Griffin will be attending SUNY Broome, where he will major in sports science. Griffin is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma. Emma Michelle Dixon. After graduation, she'll be attending SUNY Broome, where she'll major in early childhood education. Emma will be receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduates with the Gold Honor Cord. Allison Virginia Drankowski. After graduation, Allison will be attending SUNY Broome, where she'll major in criminal justice. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduates with the Gold Honor Cord and the Varsity Club Senior Scholarship Award. Carly Elizabeth Duell. After graduation, Carly will be attending SUNY Broome, where she'll major in elementary education. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduates with the following honors and awards: the Gold Honor Cord, the Mike O'Connell Memorial Award, the Jane Cox, Memorial Scholarship. Carl Nicole Dixon. After graduation, Carl will be entering the workforce in the culinary field. He is receiving a Regents Diploma. Trista Leanne Evans. After graduating, Trista will be attending SUNY Cortland, where she will major in early childhood education. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduates with the following honors and awards: Magna Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, FBLA Scholarship, and the Kirkwood Lions Club Award. Tyler Allen Ferguson. After graduating, Carl will be entering the workforce as a welder. He is receiving a Regents Diploma in a Career Development and Occupational Studies Commencement Credential. Morgan Page Ferguson. After graduating, Morgan will be attending Wells College, where she will major in English. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with honors in math and science. She will graduate with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, the New York State 2020 Series Scholarship for Academic Excellence, and the Daughters of the American Revolution Silver American History Award. Jeanette Haiti Figueroa Lopez. After graduating, Jeanette will be attending SUNY Broome, where she will major in liberal arts. She'll be receiving a Regents Diploma. Mackenzie Elizabeth Figueroa. After graduating, Mackenzie will be attending Binghamton University, where she'll major in business administration. Mackenzie is receiving a Regents Diploma. Hannah Genevieve Flagg. After graduating, Hannah will be attending Elmira College and majoring in nursing. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with Mastery in Science. She graduates with a Gold Honor Cord, a Rosemary Newton Scholarship, and an FBLA Scholarship. Deacon Erwin Flint. After graduating, Deacon will be joining the workforce as a welder. He is receiving a Regents Diploma and a Career Development and Occupational Studies Commencement Credential. He is also receiving the BOCES President Award for Educational Excellence. David Joseph Flora. After graduating, David will be attending Herkimer College, where he will major in liberal arts. He is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma, and he graduates with the Black and Gold Award. Alexis May Galusha. After graduation, Alexis will be attending SUNY Broome to major in forensics. She is receiving a Regents Diploma and the FBLA Scholarship. Cheyenne Alexis Gates. After graduating, Alexis will be joining the workforce in the food service industry. She is receiving a Regents Diploma. Skylar Alexis Goodwin. After graduation, Skylar will be attending SUNY Broome, where she will major in nursing. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduates with the following honors and awards: Magna Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, the Stilson Memorial Award, and the Windsor Teachers Association Scholarship.
Woo, Sky!
Michelle Elizabeth Gow.
Yay, Michelle!
After graduation, Michelle will be attending the Elmira Business Institute to study animal behaviors. Michelle is receiving a Regents Diploma from her mother, Bonnie Gow. Alexander Gross. After graduation, Sean will be employed as a truck driver, and he is receiving his Regents diploma. Nathan Michael Hall. After graduation, Nate will be attending St. Lawrence University to major in business. He'll be receiving an Advanced Regents diploma and a Career Development and Occupational Studies commencement credential. Nate graduates with the following honors and awards: Magna Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, the BOCES President's Award for Educational Excellence, and the O'Donnell Field Award. Sean Daniel Harden. After graduation, he'll be attending SUNY Broome to major in Homeland Security. Sean will be receiving a Regents Diploma and a Career Development and Occupational Studies commencement credential. He also receives the BOCES Community Service Award. McKenna Ray Harrington. After graduation, McKenna will be attending SUNY Broome, where she will major in art. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduates with the following honors and awards: the Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, and Gold Honor Cord. At this time, I would ask all students to rise again. And again, let's move our tassel to the right side of our mortarboard, symbolizing that you are official graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you members of the class of 2020. Congratulations. As our graduates accept their hats, I would ask that they remain standing for the singing of the Windsor Alma Mater. beautiful campus at Windsor High School for our 136th graduation ceremony. We are here to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2020. I would like to begin by thanking members of the Windsor Central School Board of Education, Mrs. Ria Dale, Mr. Alan Colosi, Mrs. Corinne Schaefer, Mrs. Kathy Sweezy, Mr. Kevin Truman, Vice President Mrs. Margot Kibler, and Board of Education President Mr. Peter Nowacki. I would also like to welcome Superintendent of Schools Dr. Jason Andrews, the class of 2020, parents, family, and friends to this 136th graduation ceremony of Windsor High School. Let us begin with a round of applause for our graduates. Will you please remain standing or stand for our national anthem? Thank you. Please be seated. Earlier today, we were able to have the entire class on this field and share one more moment together as a class. We acknowledge that these unique times have altered our traditions, but we are still blessed to be able to have this time together in order to celebrate our graduates. Our valedictorian, Eric Lynn, our salutatorian, Samantha Sova, and the class president, Angelo Sacco, have all pre-recorded their speeches, and these will be compiled along with this and the other 4 mini-ceremonies into a comprehensive video. Before I certify these graduates, I would like to take a moment of silence as we remember our departed classmate, Avery Gitchell. Thank you. Superintendent Andrews, Board President Mr. Nowacki, at this time I would like to certify that the students before you have satisfied all the graduation requirements for New York State and the Windsor Board of Education. These students before you now deserve to receive their high school diplomas. Dr. Andrews, Mr. Nowacki, and Associate Principal Mr. Klump, please come forward in order to present the diplomas. Hannah Grace Hill. After graduation, Hannah will be attending the University at Albany, majoring in medical sciences. She'll be receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with Mastery in Science. She will graduate with the following honors and awards: Magna Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, and the FBLA Scholarship. Morgan Lynn Hill. After graduating, Morgan will be joining the United States Air Force. She is receiving a Regents Diploma and graduates with the following honors and awards: the John W. Benson Memorial Scholarship and the Marilyn Rock Most Improved Award. Skylar Rose Hurd. After graduating, Skylar will continue her education in cosmetology, later to major in business. Skylar is receiving her Regents Diploma. Tyler William Hulbert. After graduating, Tyler will be attending SUNY Broome and studying paramedics. He is receiving his Advanced Regents Diploma with Mastery in Science from his grandmother, Sandy Smith. Tyler will also graduate with the following honor and award: the West Windsor Fire Company Scholarship. Jonathan Thomas Isham. After graduating, John will be attending SUNY Broome to major in business. He is graduating with an Advanced Regents Diploma. Abriana Ray Jones. After graduating, Abby will be attending Lemoyne College to major in pre-med. She is graduating with an Advanced Regents Diploma and the following honors and awards: Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, the O'Donnell Track Award, the Black Knight Scholarship, and the Jesse Baker Scholarship. Cheyenne Marie Kingsley. After graduating, Cheyenne will be attending SUNY Broome to major in the culinary arts. Cheyenne is receiving a Regents Diploma in a Career Development and Occupational Studies Commencement Credential. Bo Richard Colbeck, Jr. After graduation, Joe will be attending New York Beauty and Barber Academy to become a barber. He is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma from his mother, Tanya Colbeck. He also graduates with the Cum Laude Medal, the Black Knight Watch, and the Gold Honor Cord. Michael G. Crom, Jr. After graduation, Michael will be joining the workforce. He is receiving his diploma in a Career Development and Occupational Studies Commencement Credential. Caitlin Colleen Condrada. After graduation, Caitlin will be attending SUNY Broome to major in Health Studies. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with Mastery in Sciences. She also graduates with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, the Black Knight Scholarship, and the Elks Club Scholarship. Janessa Elizabeth Landers. After graduation, Janessa will be attending Lemoyne College to major in nursing. She is receiving an advanced Regents diploma with mastery in mathematics. Janessa graduates with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, the Sacco Award, Lemoyne Dean Scholarship, the Lemoyne Promise New York Award, and the Lemoyne College Grant. Aaron Matthew Launt. After graduation, Aaron will be attending SUNY Broome to major in Homeland Security. He'll be receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with the following awards: the FBLA Scholarship and the West Windsor Fire Company Scholarship. Kristen Nicole Lont. After graduating, Kristen will be attending SUNY Oneonta, where she will major in education. Kristen will be receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with honors and mastery in science. She graduates with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, the Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, Delta Kappa Gamma Grants and Aid Scholarship, the Frank and Catherine Matola Scholarship, the Kenzie Jean Memorial Scholarship, and the Windsor Lions Club Scholarship. Kobe Michael Lee. After graduation, Kobe joining the workforce in the logging industry. He is receiving a Regents Diploma. Amelia Irene Lyon. After graduation, Amelia will be working as a dog groomer. She is receiving a Regents Diploma and a Career Development and Occupational Studies Commencement Credential. She also graduates with the Gold Honor Cord. Faith Rose Malo. After graduation, she'll be attending Syracuse University to major in Communications and Rhetorical Studies. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with Mastery in Science. She also graduates the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, the Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, the Black Knight Scholarship, and the Triple C Award. Andrea Tatiana Marble. After graduation, Andrea will be attending SUNY Broome, where she will major in criminal justice. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduates with the following honors and awards: Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, and the Gold Honor Cord. Cassidy Renee Millward. After graduation, Cassidy will be joining the workforce in the agricultural industry. She is receiving a Regents Diploma and a Career Development and Occupational Studies Commencement Credential. Cassidy also will be graduating with the BOCES Presidential Award for Educational Excellence. Bradley Wayne Mogensen. After graduating, Bradley will be attending SUNY Broome to study as a paralegal. He is receiving his Regents Diploma and also graduates with the following honor: the Windsor Teachers Association Award. Jamie Helen Oliver. After graduating, Jamie will be attending Binghamton University, where she will study environmental sciences. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with Honors in Mastery in Science. She graduates with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, the Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, Black Knight Scholarship, and the 2020 New York Series Scholarship for Academic Excellence. Riley Payne. After graduation, Riley will be attending SUNY Broome, where he will major in Business Administration. He is receiving his Advanced Regents Diploma from his mother, Jennifer Payne. Riley will also graduate with an FBLA scholarship. Emma Louise Peterson. After graduation, Emma will be attending SUNY Broome, where she will major in Human Services. She is receiving her Regents Diploma and will also graduate with the Black and Gold Award. Garcia Frank Fister Gumar. Garcia is currently attending SUNY Broome and majoring in engineering. He will be receiving a Regents Diploma and Associate's degree upon completion of the P-TECH program in 2021. Parker John Phillips. After graduation, Parker will be attending Folsom University and majoring in music production. He is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and also graduates with the Black Knight Scholarship. At this time, I would ask that the students would rise one more time. Please move your tassel to the right side of your mortarboard, symbolizing that you are official graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you members of the class of 2020. That they remain standing for the singing of the Windsor Alma Mater.
When our course on earth is done, when we're through with work and fun, back our memories wade will stray to where we are today. Windsor, may thy glory be bright through all eternity, and while the stars still shine, all praise be thine. Many friends to us are dear, just one school we will revere. Alma Mater, here's to you, we will e'er be true. Windsor, may thy glory be bright through all eternity, and while the stars still shine, all praise be thine.
to our beautiful campus for Windsor High School's 136th graduation ceremony. We have come together today to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2020. I would like to begin by thanking the members of the Windsor Central School Board of Education, Mrs. Rhea Deo, Mr. Alan Colosi, Mrs. Corinne Schaefer, Mrs. Kathy Sweezy, Mr. Kevin Truman, Vice President Mrs. Margot Kibler, and Board of Education President Mr. Peter Nowacki. Additionally, I would like to welcome Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jason Andrews, members of the class of 2020, parents, family, and friends to this 136th graduation ceremony of Windsor High School. Let us begin with a round of applause for our graduates. I would ask the graduates to remain standing and ask that you stand for the playing of our national anthem. Please be seated. Earlier today, we were able to have the entire class together on this field and share one more moment as a class. We acknowledge that these unique times have altered our traditions, but we are still blessed to be able to have this time together in order to celebrate our graduates. Our valedictorian, Eric Lynn, our salutatorian, Samantha Silva, and the class president, Angelo Sacco, have all pre-recorded their speeches, and these will be compiled along with this and the other 4 ceremonies into a comprehensive video. Before I certify these graduates, I would like to take a moment of silence as we remember our departed classmate, Avery Gitchell. Thank you. Superintendent Andrews, and Board of Education President, Mr. Nowacki, at this time, I would like to certify that the students before you have satisfied all the graduation requirements for New York State and the Windsor Board of Education. These students before you now deserve to receive their high school diplomas. Dr. Andrews, Mr. Nowacki, and Associate Principal Mr. Klump will come forward in order to present the diplomas. Shannon Marie Phillips. After graduation, Shannon will be attending Alfred University, where she'll study history for education. She is receiving an advanced Regents diploma. She is receiving an advanced Regents diploma and will graduate with the Gold Honor Cord. Caitlin Marie Pisano. After graduation, Caitlin will be attending SUNY Broome, where she'll major in linguistics and biosciences. She is receiving an advanced Regents diploma and will graduate with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, the Gold Honor Cord, Marguerite Perinas Scholarship, the Student Council Scholarship, the Carolyn Prospect Memorial Scholarship, and the Hatala Orthodontics PC Scholarship Award. Hunter Jacob Plattner. After graduation, Hunter will be attending SUNY Broome, where he will major in environmental science. He is receiving a Regents diploma and the FBLA scholarship. Alex Rod Patanzino. After graduation, Alex will be joining the workforce with Coral Isle Pools and Spas. He is receiving an advanced Regents diploma with mastery in science. He also graduates with the Gold Honor Cord. Ryan Thomas Pry. After graduation, Ryan will be entering the workforce with aspirations to go to Italy and to further his studies in architectural design. Ryan will be receiving an advanced Regents diploma and a career development and occupational studies commencement credential. Zachary Guy Joseph Ralston. After graduating, Zach will be joining the workforce. He is receiving his Regents diploma. Nicholas Keith Riley. After graduation, Nick will be attending SUNY Cortland, where he will major in physical education. He is receiving an advanced Regents diploma and will graduate with the following honors and awards: Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, the Gold Honor Cord, the Donald J. Brunswick Black Knight Scholarship Award, the Kenzie G. Memorial Award, the FBLA Scholarship, and the Windsor Lions Club Scholarship. Haley May Root. After graduation, Haley will be attending SUNY Broome, where she will major in health sciences. She is receiving an advanced Regents diploma and graduates with the BOCES Presidential Award for Educational Excellence. Nicole Amber Rose. After graduating, Nicole will be attending SUNY Broome, where she'll major in nursing. She is receiving an advanced Regents diploma and will graduate with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, the Student Council Scholarship, FBLA Scholarship, and the Stilson Memorial Award. Kaylee Pamela Rosencrantz. After graduation, Kaylee will be attending Western New England University, where she will major in sports management. She is receiving an advanced Regents diploma and will graduate with the following honors and awards: the Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, the Gold Honor Cord, and the Bill Kittle Award. Jamie Lynn Ross. After After graduation, she'll be attending SUNY Broome, where she will major in early childhood education. She is receiving an advanced Regents diploma and will graduate with the Gold Honor Cord. Ian Paul Russell. After graduation, Ian will be attending SUNY Broome, where he will major in computer science. He is graduating with an advanced Regents diploma. Andrew Connor Sarr. After graduation, Andrew will be attending SUNY Delhi, where he will major in residential construction. He'll be receiving an advanced Regents diploma and will graduate with the following honors and awards: the Alfred Gork Scholarship, the Golf Coaches Award, and an FBLA Scholarship. Angelo Joseph Sacco. After graduation, Angelo will be attending University of Scranton, where he will major in pre-medicine sciences. He is receiving an advanced Regents diploma and will graduate with honors and mastery in science. He will graduate with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, the Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, FBLA Scholarship, Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizen Award, and the Merit Club Award. Riley Rice Salt. After graduation, he will be attending SUNY Broome, where he will major in business administration. Riley will be receiving an advanced Regents diploma and will graduate with the following honors and awards: Cum Laude Medal, the Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, Black Knight Scholarship, and the FBLA Scholarship. Dustin Salvatore Sanguidolce. After graduating, Dustin will be joining the Air Force. He'll be receiving a Regents diploma with mastery in science. Reed Allen Schmidt. After graduating, Reed will be attending the Word of Life Bible Institute and majoring in biblical studies. He is receiving an advanced Regents diploma and will graduate the following honors and awards: the FBLA Scholarship and the Crusader Award. Megan Renee Scott. After graduating, Megan will be attending SUNY Broome to major in medical administration. Megan will be receiving a Regents diploma. Andrew Thomas Segru. After graduation, Andrew will be attending West Virginia University, where he'll major in physical education. He is receiving an advanced Regents diploma and will graduate with the following honors and awards: Cum Laude Medal, the Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, FBLA Scholarship, and the Student Council Scholarship. Ian James Schaefer. After graduating, Ian will be attending Binghamton University, where he'll study environmental science. He'll be receiving his advanced Regents diploma with honors and mastery in science and math from his mother, Corinne Schaefer. Ian graduates with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, Black Knight Scholarship, and the 2020 New York State Series Scholarship for Academic Excellence. Madison Lynn Shea. After graduation, Maddie will be attending SUNY Cortland to major in education. Madison will be receiving an advanced Regents diploma with mastery in science and mathematics. She graduates with the following honors and awards: Magna Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, and Gold Honor Cord. Hannah Dream Smith. After graduating, Hannah will be attending SUNY Broome, where she is still yet undecided about what her major will be. She is receiving a Regents diploma. At this time, I would ask the graduates to move your tassel to the right side of your mortarboard, symbolizing that you are official graduates. As the graduates collect their caps, we would ask that you join along in singing the Windsor alma mater.
When our course on earth is done, when we're through with work and fun, back o'er memories lane we'll stray to where we are today. Windsor, may thy glory be right through all eternity, and while the stars still shine, all praise be thine. Many friends to us are dear, just one school we will revere. Alma mater, here's to you, we will e'er be true. Windsor, may thy glory be right through all eternity, and while the stars still shine, all praise be thine.
Good evening. Welcome to our beautiful campus for Windsor High School's 136th graduation ceremony. We are here to celebrate the accomplishments of the members of the class of 2020. I would like to begin by thanking members of the Windsor Central School Board of Education, Mrs. Rhea Deo, Mr. Alan Pelosi, Mrs. Corinne Schaefer, Mrs. Kathy Sweezy, Mr. Kevin Truman, Vice President Mrs. Margot Kibler, and Board of Education President Mr. Peter Nowacki. Welcome Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jason Andrews, members of the class of 2020, parents, family, friends, to this 136th graduation ceremony. Let us begin our evening with a round of applause for our graduates. I would ask that the graduates remain standing and ask our audience members to rise for the national anthem. Earlier today, we were able to have the entire class together on this field and share one more moment as a class. We acknowledge that these times are unique and have altered our traditions, but we are still blessed to be able to have this time together in order to celebrate our graduates. Our valedictorian, Eric Lynn, our salutatorian, Samantha Sova, and the class president, Angelo Sacco, have all pre-recorded their speeches, and these will be compiled along with this and the other 4 mini-ceremonies into a comprehensive video. Before I certify these graduates, I would like to take a moment of silence as we remember a departed classmate, Avery Gitchell. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Carl. Superintendent Andrews and Board of Education President, Mr. Nowacki. At this time, I would like to certify that the students before you have satisfied all the graduation requirements for New York State and the Windsor Board of Education. These students before you now deserve to receive their high school diplomas. Dr. Andrews, Mr. Nowacki, and Associate Principal Mr. Klump, please come forward for the presentation of diplomas. Justin Mark Brown. After graduation, Justin will be attending SUNY Broome, where he will major in computer science. He is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with honors and mastery in science. He graduates with the following honors and awards: Magna Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, and the Gold Honor Cord. Samantha Elizabeth Sova, salutatorian. After graduation, Samantha will be attending Binghamton University, where she will be majoring in mechanical engineering. She is receiving Advanced Regents Diploma with honors and mastery in science. She will graduate with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, the Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, Black Knight Scholarship, the Peter H. Dibble Memorial Fund, and the Frank Paul Medal of Excellence in Math and Science. Gordon Thomas Starley. After graduating, Jordan will be attending SUNY Delhi, where he will major in golf management. Jordan will be receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with Mastery in Science. He also receives the FBLA Scholarship. Ethan Christopher Steckel. After graduation, he'll be attending SUNY Broome to major in mechanical engineering. Ethan will be receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and a Career Development and Occupational Studies Commencement Credential. He graduates with the following honors and awards: Gold Honor Cord, the BOCES Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, BOCES Community Service Award, BOCES Outstanding Student, and the FBLA Scholarship. Joshua Stone. After graduating, Josh will be attending Binghamton University, where he will major in mechanical engineering. Josh will be receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with honors with a Mastery in Science and Mathematics. He will graduate with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, the Gary Buckland Memorial Award, the Osterhout Distance Running Award, Daughters of the American Revolution Silver American History Award, Triple Cities Runners Club Scholarship, Varsity Club Senior Scholarship Award, and the Triple C Award. Emily Sarah Swartout. After graduation, Emily will be attending SUNY Broome to major in dental hygiene. She'll be receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduate with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, and the Kenzie Jean Memorial Scholarship. Jessica Marie Taylor. After graduation, Jessica will be attending SUNY Broome to major in Human Services. She'll be graduating with an Advanced Regents Diploma and also the Gold Honor Cord. Sean Garrett Fellman. After graduation, Sean will be attending SUNY Broome, where he'll major in computer science. Sean will be receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with honors and mastery in science. He will also graduate with the following honors and awards: Summa Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, and the Gold Honor Cord. Alexis Virginia Twitchell. After graduation, she'll be attending SUNY Cobleskill, where she'll major in agriculture. Alexis will be receiving her Regents Diploma and a Career Development and Occupational Studies Commencement Credential. She is also the recipient of the Donald Doolittle Award Scholarship. Carter Wyatt Van Zandt. After graduation, Carter will be attending SUNY Broome, where he'll major in history. He is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and the following honors and awards: Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, Black Knight Scholarship, Daniel Price Scholarship, Jesse Baker Scholarship, Saney's Award Scholarship, Old Anaquaga Historical Society Award, and the Terry Lee Strong Memorial Scholarship. Michael Thomas Voorhis. After graduation, Michael will be attending SUNY Broome, where he'll major in business management. He is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma and will graduate with the following honors and awards: Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, and the Rob Barton Memorial Bowling Awards Scholarship. Autumn May Webb. After graduation, Autumn will be attending SUNY Broome to study pre-law. She is graduating with an Advanced Regents Diploma and graduates with the following honors and awards: Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, and the Gold Honor Cord. Dakota Dale Weeks. After graduating, Dakota will be joining the workforce employed by Erie Materials. He is receiving a Regents Diploma. Bryant Benjamin Weingartner. After graduating, he'll be attending SUNY Broome to major in sports science. He is receiving a Regents Diploma and graduates with the following honors and awards: the New York State Elks Association Scholarship and the Kirkwood Democratic Club Scholarship Award. Emily Cheyenne Elaine White. After graduation, Emily will be attending SUNY Broome, where she will major in early childhood education. She'll be receiving her diploma and a Career Development and Occupational Studies Commencement Credential. Mackenzie Sue Williams. After graduation, Mac will be attending SUNY New Paltz, where she will major in biology. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with Mastery in Science. She graduates with the following honors and awards: Magna Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, Gold Honor Cord, the William Mott Memorial Scholarship Award, and the Andrew Wilson Donahue Athletic Memorial Scholarship Award. Dylan Michael Wilmot. After graduation, Dylan will be joining the workforce in the masonry field. He is receiving his diploma in a Career Development and Occupational Studies Commencement Credential. Noah James Yadlowski. After graduation, Noah will be joining the U.S. National Guard. He'll be receiving his diploma and a Career Development and Occupational Studies Commencement Credential. Storm Ray Yarmy. After graduation, Storm will be entering the workforce, and he is graduating with his Regents Diploma. Sophia Charsky. After graduating, she'll be attending SUNY Broome to major in Health Sciences. She is receiving her Advanced Regents Diploma and graduates with the following honors and awards: the Cum Laude Medal, Black Knight Watch, and the Gold Honor Cord. Katerine Elizabeth Zulko.
Yeah, baby.
After graduation, Kat will be attending SUNY Broome, where she has yet decided on her major. She is receiving an Advanced Regents Diploma with Mastery in Science. She graduates with the following honors and awards: the Cum Laude Medal, the Black Knight Watch, and the Gold Honor Cord. Graduates, at this time, I would ask that you move your tassel to the right side of your mortarboard, symbolizing that you are official graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you members of the class of 2020. As the students collect their caps, I would ask that they join in singing the Windsor Alma Mater.
When our course on earth is done, when we're through with work and fun, that poor memories linger straight to where we are today. Windsor, may thy glory be bright through all eternity, and while the stars still shine, all praise be thine. Many friends to us are dear, just one school we will revere. Alma Mater, here's to you, we will e'er be true. Windsor, may thy glory be bright through all eternity, and while the stars still shine, all praise be thine.